It comes, the blast of death. That sudden glare tinges with purple hues the stagnant air. Fearful in silence, or the heaving strand sweeps the wild gale and licks the curling sand.
Oman's Wahiba Sands form a unique and isolated desert area, unique in the richness of their scientific material, isolated and beautiful as nature conspires to mould a constantly changing sandscape. When the Royal Geographical Society first discussed mounting an expedition to a desert area, there was little hesitation about suggesting the Sultanate of Oman. Soon plans were laid for a trip to the state's eastern region, or Sharqiya. It gave the Society's scientists a perfect opportunity to study the type of desert known as a sand sea, an immense area of sand arranged in complex dunes like the waves of a sea. Some sand was blown from the mountains of the north, other material came directly from the wadis, while yet more started out on the coast.
Hushed is the tempest, desolate the plain, stilled are the billows of that troubled main. As if the voice of death had checked the storm, each sandy wave retains its sculptured form.
The coastline of the Wahiba Sands stretches for about 100 kilometers. There isn't much for the unseasoned eye to detect here, and yet fishing villages thrive along the coast. The houses are tucked away among the sand dunes, a kilometer or so inland where they're protected from the constant wind.
Tall trees, a river, pools where swallows fly, thickets of oleander where doves coo, shades deep as midnight, greenness for tired eyes. Hark how the light winds in the palm tops sigh. Oh, this is rest. Oh, this is paradise.
Part of the Royal Society's expedition concentrated on the tree and plant life of the sands. In arid environments, rainfall is scarce and unpredictable. There are special problems for vegetation to balance the water available against the water lost through evapotranspiration. Some plants remain green for long periods without rain. It's believed they use rainwater that's been absorbed by the sand and which sinks through it over the months. The infrequent rain and more common early morning dew also provide water for a variety of insects. Many feed on wind-blown detritus, using the trees and plants as shelters during the extreme daytime heat. Like elsewhere in nature's kingdom, camouflage is also vital. Perhaps some of the best adapted for desert life are the reptiles, who share the dunes with the less numerous mammals and birds.
The white sand quivers and the footfall mute of the slow camel strikes, but gives no sound, as though they walked on flame, not solid ground. 'Tis noon, and the beasts' shadows even have fled back to their feet, and there is fire around and fire beneath, and overhead the sun.
The Wahiba Sands have taken tens of thousands of years to form, but the process is a continuing one, forming, changing, recreating. Home to plant life, animals and people alike, at the core of and a special part of Oman's heritage.